I'm your co-host, Olivia.
And I'm your co-host, Kennedy.
And welcome to the Macabre. Alright, team.
We are in a new location.
Yeah. Kennedy's motherfucking apartment, bitches.
Mm-hmm. We upgraded from the dorms, but downgraded in filming locations. We don't have study rooms to film in no more.
Yeah.
But we do have a very special guest.
Oh my god, we do!
Can you get her up here?
My newest addition, my love of my life. Come here! Barbie, come here!
She's fucking exhausted.
She fucking hates me.
She'll probably come up here at some point. She is a cutie little baby.
She is my new adoptive baby because I feel like every mentally ill college girl needs a fucking dog, and so I got one.
And I can't have one, so I'm gonna live vicariously through her.
My baby. Oh,
here she comes.
Come here.
This is Barbie. Say hi, Barbs.
There is.
Aren't you just the cutest little thing? Hi, Barbie. You wanna lay down? Right there.
Right in the middle.
Right in the center. Okay.
As she should.
Please.
She said lick the microphone or what?
She's like, it kind of looks like a candy, so. Holy shit. She's mine now, dude. Sorry.
No, it's like she likes everybody else besides me. It's fucking annoying.
Baby. Okay, well, I'll cuddle your dog, and you can
I'll fucking start.
Did we have any updates, news time, correction corner, anything?
Correction corner? I don't think we have a corrections corner yet. I don't think so.
It's too early in the season.
News time. Since we're talking about BTK, they did find new motherfucking bodies at his motherfucking home.
And he's just, like, talking shit.
Yeah.
He just be talking.
He's like, oh my god.
He doesn't actually shut the fuck up, and it's really annoying.
He thoroughly enjoys the publicity that he's getting.
I enjoy the publicity that Barbie is getting. She's famous.
I think she's gonna be a fucking menace to our volume.
Probably.
He's not gonna stop fucking moving. Go girl. Bye. I love you. And she's gone, begging at the door, even though I just took her out to the bathroom.
I think she literally just wants to explore more. That's a fighting stance. Lay down. Lay down, man. Lay down.
Barbie, lay down.
We're still working on that part.
We are.
So a work in progress.
She's only been here for a week. She's 2.
Little baby girl.
She's learning.
Yeah.
And I love her.
Okay.
So, let's get into it.
Yeah, I don't think I have any news, so.
Yeah.
I don't think. Other than, this is my news. This is my new apartment, and I like it a lot.
Period.
I've been cooking. So, if ever Olivia is here by herself, just know that I probably blew myself up in the kitchen.
Period. Also, I haven't been cooking because I don't have fucking pots and pans in my apartment.
I had to buy so much shit.
I know.
When I moved.
Is this gonna be a problem, ma'am?
Don't even think about it.
She's like, I'm actually gonna take your keys and fucking leave. Fuck you, bitch.
It's the wrong keys you need, girlfriend.
She doesn't know.
Oh.
Stop! You need to go lay down.
Can you lay down?
Just blank stare.
Nothing. Yeah, go lay down, girl. That's not gonna happen, is it?
All I do is slide right off like a water slide.
What? You have a smooth brain. No ridges or lumps, or valleys or bumps.
I need you to lay down for me.
Go get her treats or something, so she lays down.
I don't even think she'll fucking do that.
Really?
Well, I mean, she won't stay that way.
Well, we'll just fatten her up with more treats every time.
She's like, oh my god, guys.
She's like, it'll work, don't worry.
Ah, stay there. I love you. Lots of love.
Sex take time. She gets the fucking bag.
She's like, the flavors. No.
She's like, you think zippers can stop me?
It's not the Ziploc. Oh my god.
She's like, I know there's more of those fucking things.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh my god.
This is gonna be really good. This is gonna be longer than our normal recording.
It is, because it's just gonna be Barbie making fucking noises. Hey! Next time I'll leave her at home.
I need to get
For the best.
sound, like echo pads in here. We're gonna record in here.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah. This will be the first and last episode with Barbie.
Yeah, probably, because she's a fucking...
Unless we record outside, which would be kind of fun.
Oh, yeah, we probably could do that.
Like an outside
She
app.
She's only calm outside, and I don't fucking know why. I mean, she's relatively... What the fuck are you chewing? Oh my god!
What'd she...
I don't know. Okay, well, it's gone. It's in her stomach now, so whatever it was.
It's no longer here.
No, hopefully it's not gonna kill her. Don't fucking die, dude. That would absolutely devastate me. You're done. Okay.
Back to what we're doing.
Yeah. So we're on BTK, part dos.
How many are there gonna be?
I don't know.
Infinite?
Probably. Like, way too many.
Like, you're just gonna keep going forever?
Yeah, well, there's a lot to say about this
I
fucking
mean, that's
dumbass.
correct, but...
Oh my god, he's fucking
Okay.
laying down. Okay, good.
Good goal.
Okay.
Jesus, that was a big scroll. Okay.
There's 5 pages. So, we're only gonna get into his very first murders. Like,
Awesome.
because it is his very first murder, so there's 100 different fucking things he did wrong because he's fucking stupid. And...
Can't get better if you don't practice.
I know, and this
And
is...
practice he did.
Yeah, he's a fucking stupid idiot. And this is basically where all of his shit, like... There's so much about it because he's learning how to kill with these people, which is really sad. But that's why...
He's, like, treating them like cadavers, almost.
Yeah, but that's why this episode, like, this part is just about the very first murders.
Because there's so much.
Because this is, like, from, like, night to, like, almost all morning. And it's literally, like, it's just... It's ruthless.
I can't wait.
No, it's gonna be horrible.
Just so you guys know, mine has somewhat of a resolution. So, that'll help you sleep at night, hopefully. It
Mine
won't help me, but...
Mine has a resolution. He's fucking
Yeah, not for
jail.
12 more episodes.
12 more fucking parts, you son of a bitch. I'm sorry. I bet there will be, like, 3, maybe 4. Like
40?
400? Did you say?
1,000?
107? Also, I love saying 100 instead of 100.
100.
Because I know that I say that and it fucking makes people mad. I also say correct. Like, with the fucking crispy R's.
Orange.
Fucking orange. What
I
are
think
you,
about
100?
it every time. And I can't escape it.
I know.
In my inner monologue, I say orange.
You still fucking... You still
I know.
got a tang to it.
Orange.
Yeah, that's better.
Orange.
Orange. Or like when people say Monday. Anywho, diddlies. So yeah, this is gonna be just this first murder, so I'm really sorry to disappoint you people if you were expecting this to be a fast conclusion. Not gonna be. Not at all. Not even close.
A footnote. I really like all the different fonts.
I know how you're fucking copy and paste that shit. I'm like,
I at least control all and fix it.
No.
That would bother the shit out of
no,
me.
we're leaving it this way because I fucking said so.
Yippee.
Okay, so where we last left off, Mr. motherfucking Dennis was
The
working... Literally. He was working at a local supermarket with his mommy.
Never been more glad that I quit my supermarket job.
And, like, going on dates and, like, not murdering people.
Good for him.
Yeah, he had the fantasies. Wasn't murdering.
If you guys hear dog noises, you know what it is.
I know, it's the fucking dog.
It's
Jesus.
me.
It's me.
It's my secret that I've been hiding from y'all. Like that guy in Tokyo.
Oh, I hate that guy.
It's so
What was
creepy.
it? $50,000 to be a... What, are you fucking mental?
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I could never do that.
No, don't worry, guys. That's not me.
Yeah.
Not yet.
It's in the works.
I'm about $50,000 short, but if you guys donate to our Patreon, that's where your money will be going.
Yeah, not towards equipment.
That we desperately need.
Yeah.
Just my dog suit.
Just a straight up dog suit dog. Fuck.
He needs a friend, so I just thought I'd join him.
In his little cage. Did you see that the cage, like, doesn't fit?
I saw a lot of things I didn't want to see.
Me too.
I can't believe that the wife or girlfriend or whatever took him out in public like that.
Just like, this is good.
I would have taken him to the pound.
He's getting fucking sheltered.
That's all I have to say about the guy in Tokyo with the dog suit.
Yeah.
Dennis was not doing that. That was very controversial for the 70s. Murdering was very in.
Murdering was in, for real. Okay, so let's get ourselves back on track.
Sorry, that's my bad.
Whoop. So, Dennis lived in Wichita his entire life, except for the years of 1966 and 1970. So, like, throughout his teen years, 1966, 1970, throughout that time, he joined the Air Force, and yeah. See, I love how most serial killers are, like, from the military, or, like, fucking domestic terrorists. They're like, oh my god, military?
Sexual abusers.
Yep. Oh my god, murderer?
You're like, holy shit, I really like shooting guns.
Yeah, next step.
I'm gonna keep doing that.
Let's kill people. That's the next step. So some people drew conclusions that he decided to join the Air Force to avoid the draft during Vietnam. Or one of the reasons was because his father, William, was also in the Marine Corps. And then he retired and worked at the Kansas Electricity Utility. So he was basically a fucking electrician, I guess. And killing it king. And basically that's, like, where all their money came from. Because the mom was... She, like, kind of was a bookkeeper, but, like, didn't really work that much. So, like, they didn't really have... She didn't really cause too much of an income, but that's pretty normal for back in the day. So, after he graduated high school, Rader attended Kansas Wesleyan University.
That doesn't surprise me either.
Yeah.
It's a Christian college.
Yeah. Christian boy.
Also, KW is just a little sketch in general. But
yeah, but that's why we don't go there, silly.
I've been there, unfortunately.
Really?
A couple of times.
I've never even fucking heard of it.
It's in Salina.
Oh, really?
So you probably drive by it, or, like, drive near it.
Yeah. 100% probably.
It's in, like, the bad part of Salina, too. Which is really funny. And
that's so scary, though. Like, I hate that he's been places we have been, and it, like, makes me fucking it gives me ickies.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because I've been there, like, multiple times.
For what?
Orchestra.
You're a fucking nerd.
I was.
You are.
I don't do orchestra anymore. I do theater.
So you're still a fucking nerd? Got it.
Dude, I have a tattoo of a film camera on my arm. What did you think was gonna happen?
100%. But isn't that, like, a community college?
No, it's a Christian college. It's a private university.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think it's a 2-year, like a community college. But I think it's a private Christian, maybe Catholic, I'm not sure. But I know that they force you to attend Mass.
You're kidding. I thought Mass was just for Catholics.
Maybe it is Catholic then. Or they force you to attend some sort of church service every single day.
Well, probably. I feel like every fucking Christian school would make you do that.
Yeah, it's weird though.
They're like, pick a church, children, and go to it.
No, they have to go to the same one.
Oh, shit.
Culty shit, yeah.
Because I did, like, chant the same things.
Well, that's religion. I did, like, a tour for like,
no,
Upward Bound credit. And I got paid for it.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's fair.
Yeah. And I went, because it was the closest one. Anyways, and they were, like, walking us around, and they were like, yeah, and this is the church where we all go at 6 p.m. every day.
Oh.
And that was when I just decided that I was not going to go there.
Bitch, true.
Because I can't even get my ass to go on Easter and Christmas.
Oh, no. Never.
I mean, I try not to go at all, but...
Yeah, I don't go to church, period, ever. I don't remember the last time I stepped foot in a church. Actually, nope. I don't remember the last time I stepped foot in a church.
I do.
I do not.
Right before I start college.
Well, that was for your graduation party, wasn't it?
No. I get scholarships from my church.
Oh, right. Because they're like, we're
so I like
inclusive 'cause you're
them
gay.
and their community. But, like, Catholicism is not the move. Christianity is not the move.
Not
but
for
thank
us.
you to the money that my church has given me.
Thank you, guys.
Because, like, to put that out there.
Not dogging on all Christians.
I'm not Christian.
I know.
Lutheran.
We had this discussion last time.
I know. But, like, at the same time, we're better than Christians.
Better?
Like, less gross.
I think all Christians are low-key gross.
I agree.
They all have some sort of fucking...
But I enjoy the community more than the religious aspect.
Yeah. Because religion is definitely something people use as, like, a form of hope and, like, something, like a crutch to lean on when they need it. And that's fine.
It's when it's hateful.
When it's hateful and when it's pushy and when it's judgy. Brother, what are you doing?
Yeah. Like I said, I use it for a community aspect. When I was, like, 10, I quilted with the quilting ladies.
You fucking would. Jesus, fuck.
And I loved every minute of it. Because you know what? Those ladies know everything.
Oh, period. Old people know a lot.
No, they're just, like, gossipy.
That, but also old people just know a lot.
Yeah, but they just gossiped. It was great.
They just knew the whole
That
thing.
was what I was there for.
The fucking tea in the town, you're like...
Yeah, I was like, I get to make quilts for people, the less fortunate, in other countries. And I get to listen to hella tea. At the same time.
Fuck it up.
And I didn't mind sewing. It was fast-paced. My ADHD loves that shit.
That's kind of fair. Where is your fidget thing?
I didn't get it today. Out today. Maybe if the camera goes off again, I'll get it. When I have to get back up.
Yeah, girl. Also, my fingers kind of smell like onions, but, like...
Oh, from your burger?
From my burger. I had Five Guys. Fuck me up.
My fingers kind of smell like Barbie.
Well, I can't give her a bath for one more week because of her stitches, because she got
Fixed.
neutered.
Yeah.
I think that's the right one. Yeah, neutered. So her fucking glue will dissolve if I put her in water. Yeah. So I've been putting, like, this conditioner in her.
No, I didn't say it smelled bad. I just...
She kind of does smell bad, though. So Nib's fingers.
I don't think it's that bad.
Bitch.
I don't know.
Dogs are just a moment.
Dogs are just stinky.
Dogs
so I don't have one.
Filthy as fuck. But I love her. She's my girl. She just
And you stink too, so it's great.
I just smell like fucking shit consistently. It's fine.
It's okay. You can take 12 showers a day together once her stitches are done.
Yeah. It'd be perfect. Barbie jumped up in the shower the other day with me because she was barking at the water. She's
so
sleeping.
fucking cute.
She's precious.
Okay,
so before he joined the military, though, I want to make this clear. He attended Kansas Wesleyan University.
Wesleyan.
Whatever. It's a stupid
KW.
I don't like it. Anyway, he received mediocre grades, and then after 1 year, he fucking dropped out. And then that's when he joined the Air Force. So, when he got out, because in 1970, he, like... I wouldn't necessarily call that retiring, because you're not old. What the fuck?
But, like, leaving.
Yeah, he left the Air Force. I know there's a specific word.
Dismissed? Was he dismissed, or did he leave of his own accord?
Like, he left of his own accord.
Then he just left.
But I thought there was, like, a special word for it. Like, where they choose to... I don't know. Anyway.
He left.
He fucking left. So, by the time in 1970, he is 25 years old. So, Dennis is 25.
Old as fuck.
Old bitch.
Imagine being in your 20s.
Could never. Could not be me.
Nope.
And so, throughout, like, his town, because he moved back home. So, in his town, he was known as, like, the average Joe. Like, he was just this fucking dude. Like, whatever. Who fucking cares? Not us.
He wasn't anybody.
No, he's a fucking average idiot loser. Just kidding. He's, like, he's not super normal. But, like, to the average person, he is also
on the
average.
outside, yeah, for sure.
He's just, whatever. So, he still goes to Christ Lutheran Church.
Oh my god, I forgot that he was fucking Lutheran.
Yeah.
My bad.
And this is when his parents introduced him to the woman he married at this church. Because his parents wanted him to marry a Lutheran girl. And so they were like, we found a really fucking cute bitch. Marry her right now, please. Immediately. And so he fucking was like, I bet. So, literally, as soon as he met her, like, they were only dating for, I don't know, like, less than a year. And then he fucking married her in May 2020. I'm stupid.
Guys, he was in prison.
Yes.
When this happened.
When they got married, literally. In May.
It's definitely happened before.
Why can't I not say May 22nd? Why am I, like, fucking losing my mind? So, oh my god. Fucking Dennis. There we go. Dennis married Paula Dietz. Is it Dietz? Whatever, who fucking cares? Just kidding.
She probably does.
She probably would be like, bitch. No. Okay. Dennis married Paula Dietz on May 22nd, 1971. So, they were not dating for very long because, obviously, he returned home in 70, and then he was, like, 71? Married. Immediately. And that...
It's my grandma's birthday.
May 22nd? Period.
She's dead now, but...
1971?
Mm. My mom, born in 65. My grandma, 71.
Period. So...
Mom.
Mom.
You know you gotta be in every episode.
Pretty much.
I don't think we've missed one yet.
I don't think we have. But this is when he moves to the infamous Park City, which is a suburb of Wichita.
But, like, way worse.
I don't really know much about Park City. I know that it's like...
It's like if the bad part of Wichita got named.
God, they're like...
Like, they separated themselves.
I'm sure people in Wichita named the bad part of Wichita Park City. They're like, yeah.
No, that's WSU.
Yeah, it is.
But,
shout out to...
Also Park City.
All the fucking WSU fucking college students. So... He's just, they move, and it's like, whatever. And so, during this interview, when Dennis is in prison, he talks about his love for, sorry, I forgot her name for a minute. He, like, expresses his love for Paula, and people were like, there's no fucking way he can, like, fall in love, like, be in love. And so...
Oh, they were calling him out on his bullshit?
Well, they were... not directly telling him there's no way, but they were definitely thinking that shit.
Like, around town.
Yeah, they were like, can serial killers, like, actually fall in love? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Well, he wasn't a serial killer yet.
But this is when he's being interviewed.
Oh!
I just said that. I said when he's in prison and being interviewed, he talks about his love for Paula. And he says...
Yeah, you did say all of that.
I did say all of that.
And I processed it, but for some reason I didn't hear prison. When he was being interviewed, I was like, cool, Citizen of the Month or something.
Yes, Citizen of the Month, bitch. When would he get that? Never is the answer. But he expressed his love for her and said that I was in love with Paula. And he was just talking about how much he did love her. But Catherine, Ramsland, the one I mentioned earlier, who is writing a book on him, she asked him about this and, like, questioned it. And so what they figured out is that when serial killers have the brain of a psychopath, which Dennis has, their emotions are much more shallow, and their ability to love is not very deep if they can love at all. So when
he could, but not as deeply as you.
Me.
Because you're the opposite of that, actually.
100%.
Yeah.
It's just my silly, goofy Pisces moment.
You're like, actually, I'm going to love you so deep into the ground, we're going to come out the other side. That's you.
Like, our love will never end, and we'll be buried together. Yeah. Just in the same casket.
And she's like, oh, it was good to meet you, too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good first interview. What? I thought this was our wedding.
What do you mean? We're not getting married immediately?
This isn't the chapel.
This is not...
That's you.
This isn't love at first sight, or...
Not me. That's you.
That's me.
Yeah.
That is me. 100%. I can't with my... That's a whole problem. That's a whole, like, other podcast. Like, just...
Holy shit, it's good to meet you. Oh my god, me too. I love Married at First Sight. You would love that show.
I've seen that show.
Don't beat on it, I mean.
I would not. Because, one, I have to see them.
You do?
I know, but, like, most of the time they, like, don't back out, even if they're ugly. Because, literally, they'll get married. And there was one where they got married, and she was like, yeah, he was just, like, wasn't very cute. And I was like, why the fuck did you marry him? Like, if you're not physically attracted to someone, don't fucking marry them.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
But for the TV show.
But it's funny.
It's for the plot.
It's for the plot, bitch. I watched this one where this guy married this girl. They were fucking married legally, and he went out to the bar and fucking started, like, making out with other girls. And she found out, and she was like, what the fuck? And he was like, well, it just doesn't really feel like we're married.
Was it shameless?
No, it was Married at First Sight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was like, I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
I was like, you chose.
Yeah, you chose. You are literally legally bound to this fucking marriage. Not saying that, like, you should never get a divorce, but I'm also saying don't fucking cheat on anybody. Correct. Especially if you're already married. Like, either work that shit out or get a divorce. Like, don't be a fucking bitch. I hate cheaters. There's no fucking excuse for it at all. Anyway, so they figured that...
Except maybe abuse. Like domestic?
I fucking guess, but they have a lot more to worry about than cheating on their partner.
But sometimes just having the comfort of someone who you know you're safe with, I could see.
Well, yeah, I guess. But I'm talking about, like, when it's...
Men.
When it's men, literally. When it's, like... I don't hate men.
Me neither.
Men are awesome. They're the best. Men are my favorite.
Seen a man in days.
What?
I haven't seen a man in days.
I haven't seen a man in days. I haven't seen my mans in days. The fuck is that? What the fuck is that for? Fuck you.
It's my bitter singleness. Even though I did it totally to myself.
Oh, literally. You're the one that fucking...
I'm talking to a girl.
Literally? Are you getting an ick yet?
No. It's been like a solid 2 weeks, too.
Holy shit. That's the fun thing about Kennedy, is that she gets icks and then she'll block them. Not even... And they're not even, like, actual, like, bad icks. They're just, like... Then she does... Like, he's like... Oh my god.
Like, he'll send a photo from the wrong angle.
Yeah, that, or like,
I'll be like, yuck.
Where I really like you, and then she's like, fucking cringe.
No, it's not like that. It's like, if I see a photo of someone where they look gross in that specific photo, I'll never see them normally again.
That's ridiculous, bitch.
I never said it was normal.
It's not normal. It's fucking weird.
Well, I haven't done that yet.
To him?
To him.
Because you've definitely done it to other people.
No, yeah, I meant to the guy I'm actively talking to.
She's gonna fucking bark at the camera. There it is. Oh. Are you coming up here? Come on. You're missing out. She's missing out on the party. There isn't no party. We're just fucking... No. Okay. There you go.
I'm sure that definitely won't pick up any sounds from her at all. As she proceeds to fuck it up.
Are you looking at your ass right now? Oh, she's a baby. She's like, what the fuck is that, you cunt?
I'm sorry. Don't make her angry. Oh, she just drooled somewhere.
Did she?
I thought I saw.
Oh, I don't think so. She doesn't usually drool.
Mm.
Which is the perk about having her. Bitch don't drool. Hardly ever. Okay, moving on.
That was really fun.
Yeah, so basically what they came to the... Okay, restarting. Basically, Catherine Ramsland came to the conclusion that Dennis cannot truly love Paula, and if he does, it's very shallow. That's what we were talking about in the beginning, if you didn't know.
Well, you said he couldn't, and then you said shallow, so I thought you meant he just couldn't.
No.
And then you said shallow, and then I caught up back on.
He couldn't, but if he said that he can, it's like fucking kiddie pool deep type love.
That's right. That's where we got off topic.
Yeah, and mine's straight up ocean. Straight up ocean.
I think it's bigger than the ocean, actually.
What the fuck? What's deeper than the ocean?
Space.
The fucking black hole.
Infinite.
She's having a fucking crisis.
Is she having a nightmare?
She's not even asleep.
What the fuck are you doing there, dog?
Dog. Okay, so...
Infinite, though. In case you were curious.
So, back to whenever he leaves the Air Force. Mm-hmm. So, he comes back, and he gets a job at a meat department for funsies. And then... What?
Because you know that he's back there chopping up shit.
Okay, Jeffrey Dahmer, when he fucking...
I've done it. It's not fun, and I'm sure he enjoyed it.
I don't know.
And he probably learned a lot of stuff.
I don't think he did. He's a fucking idiot. You'll see how he definitely probably didn't learn anything. He's a fucking idiot.
Okay.
But he worked in the meat department, so that could just mean he was slicing and dicing some fucking hams.
I mean, shit, I do that, and that would be deli.
Yeah, like I'm
deli meat is different than meat.
Yeah, I'm thinking more deli, not like a butcher shop. I'm thinking more like a deli, because it was like a supermarket.
Correct, but...
And not like a butcher.
There's also a meat department where you do butcher stuff.
In the supermarket?
Well, you don't get, like, the shit... You don't, like, take a pig off the street by any means. But, like, you're cutting up, like, pieces of, like, bigger chunks into smaller chunks.
She fucking pulls on it. She doesn't chew it. She pulls.
But yeah, that's in a supermarket.
Oh, I didn't
Deli
know that.
is completely different. If it says meat department, he was doing raw meat. Whereas deli meat is cooked.
He's not allowed to do the raw meat. Do it raw, dog.
Too late, dog.
Too late, my brother. So...
Me too.
So, he gets married to Paula, they move to Park City, and this is when he attends... Barbie! She's just staring at me. Are you fucking done? I can't. My fucking dog is too much. So, he attends Butler... Most dramatic bitch. Stop reading my shit.
I wasn't. I was looking at her.
I feel like you're reading my shit, though. You always do. So...
I do, but I know. It wasn't that time.
So, he... Like I said, gets married, moves to Park City. He attends... Can I get this sentence out? Please. Dear God. Thank you. He attends Butler County Community College in El Dorado, Kansas. And he is earning his associate's degree in electronics. in electronics in 1973. And this is also when he... And this is also when he got a job at... We just went outside! We just went outside, Barbie. I'm confused. Do you just want to be up here? Is that why you're fucking crying? There, is that better for you? No, yeah, maybe just all open my dick. Here, I'll move over here. So she can...
Lay behind you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hopefully this will work still. Here, god damn. Anyway. So...
She is just like you. She's gonna eat the line.
Don't do that, lay down. So this is also when he gets a job at Cessna building aircrafts. And then this is when he graduates. Well, hold on. Getting my facts mixed up.
Hold on.
What is she?
She's sniffing the shit out of that air freshener.
She does mine too. She's like, fucking hell, bitch.
It's empty.
Oh. She's weird. She's got some weirdness. So this is when he decides, Are you fucking done? Okay. Thank you. So, actually, I got this fucked up. So, he returns from the Air Force, gets a job at the meat department. He gets married, moves to Park City.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And then he attends Butler County Community College in El Dorado. Or El Dorado, whichever. He earns his associate's degree in electronics, and he graduates in 1973.
Okay.
That is where, because it's fucking written stupid. And then, in 1973, that's when he gets a job at Cessna, building aircrafts, and then that's when he enrolls in Wichita motherfucking University.
You mean WSU?
Yep.
Okay. It didn't say state? That's really weird. I've never heard it just
Wichita University? Well, that's what it is.
I've just never heard it like that.
I've never either, but... He enrolls in the Wichita State University. The big
Shocking.
Bitch. Yeah, well. And then this is when he pursues a degree in administration of justice.
Ironic, isn't it?
Yep. Because he wants to be a police officer now. Now, in the late 73s, the 1973s, Rader was let go by Cessna. And this fucking devastated him because he absolutely loved working at Cessna. It was his favorite thing to fucking do. And that is, he blames losing his job, like, from Cessna as, like, his breaking point. And, like, that's when he decided he wanted to, like, murder. Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
Can you imagine getting fired and being like, fuck these bitches?
Murder strangers? Yeah, I don't think I could ever get there.
Murder and tie up women and call myself Bobo the Clown. Wrong one. Sorry.
Bobo the fucking clown. Bitch.
My bad.
Minotaur.
No, instead we would have Picky something time.
Sparky Big Time. The Big J?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sparky Big Time.
So, he lost his job, and so now he's stressed because he has to support his wife because she was a homemaker. So she was like, fuck. So he was like, fuck. Like,
all
what do I
of them
do?
were like, fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. And, like, he felt a lot of pressure from his own parents because they're like, you're supposed to provide, you're supposed to be the provider, blah, blah, blah. And so this is what he says triggered his first break. He was frustrated with the system, and that's what he said, is that is the reason he started trolling. And that is what he loves to call this. It's really cute and fun.
I think that it's a correct term.
He's a fucking troll.
He is. I think he would have absolutely been an internet troll if that were
Yeah, 100%. So, this is when he began trolling, which is meant he would drive around or walk around certain neighborhoods and school campuses.
Of course.
With young women for him to observe and lust over. So it was young women, not men. Even though the last part, we definitely were like, he's giving fruity vibes.
No, he is, and I stand by that, and I've never been wrong.
About
my
fruities?
gaydar is 100% accurate.
100.
It just sees into the future a little bit. So some people are like, no, you're wrong, I'm straight. And I'm like, we'll see.
Me. Hence Olivia and Renner.
Yep.
So he would troll school campuses. And I'm not talking fucking college school campuses. I'm talking elementary level.
Of course he did.
Campuses.
Of course he did.
Yeah. I mean, he would also, since he was a WSU student, he would also look around there. But, like,
that was just in passing.
No, yeah. He would literally go to school there and find his little women to just be all, like, tee-hee-hee about. Because he's fucking creepy. And, again, he's fucking married. And, like...
And an adult.
And an adult. Yes. Well, I was talking about the WSU students.
Still, he's way older than them.
That's not in this.
He's 27 at this point.
25, 6, 7, 8, 28.
And they are 18. You think that's okay?
Some of them are older than that.
Still, you know which ones he was looking at.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. So
just prove it by fucking point.
Yeah. No, I'm not fucking disagreeing with you. But Dennis said that he would stalk women as they shopped alone in grocery stores. And his, like...
Damn it, I really need to go to the grocery store. This make me not want to go.
I need to go to the grocery store, too.
Well, let's go together so we don't get murdered.
Period. Oh my god, our Dairy Queen.
Yeah, it's a little late for that now.
Yeah,
we'll have to do that when we edit.
Period. Anyway. But his first plan of, like, actually doing something was he was going to hide in the backseat of one of their cars and kidnap them at gunpoint. He said that he would focus...
Is it kidnapping if they're driving?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
That was a genuine question.
She's kidnapping Dennis.
Kinda.
Not
like
kinda.
in a really distorted point of view.
Because he's forcing her to drive.
No, I know. But she's still driving.
She's still at the wheels, bitch. No, that's definitely still murder.
Nope. We ain't there yet.
Yeah, not yet. But he said that he would focus on a good prospect, the person. He would find his favorite one, and then he would enter into his fantasy of bondage, sex, and murder. Sparky big time, big G.
I'm fucking kill myself.
Damn it. Now, police who have interviewed him and studied him and all these things, like when they caught him and like they were talking to him and interviewing him, they consider him an organized offender. And this means that he timed and practiced breaking into homes that he was unfamiliar with. So he would practice and try to figure out how he would do what he wanted to do before he actually did it. Now, this...
Practice makes perfect. I said it earlier.
Yeah, but he's still a fucking bumbling idiot.
Literally.
And fails consistently.
It's like the definition of a bull in a china cabinet.
100%, yeah. And so, like, when they say organized, they
I love
don't...
that she fell asleep. She was crying this whole time, and she gets by you, and she's like, nap time.
She's my baby. I fucking love this dog.
So, yeah. That's snores you're hearing.
Are my dog, and I love her, and it's okay. It's fine. But they said that she... Sorry, we're talking about Barbie. Anyway.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
We've seen the pictures.
Yeah. So... God damn it.
Weren't trying to think about that today.
No, I forgot about them. But he the way he planned it was organized, the execution, not so much.
Very poorly.
That was a poorly executed fucking plan. So, after this break, like, when he got all triggered and fucked the system, like, I feel like
he would have been such a Twitter troll.
100%. Saying, like, racial slurs.
Like, he would have been full-on MAGA.
Oh, yeah.
Storm the Capitol.
Neo-Nazi.
Yeah.
All up in that. Oh, 100%. And, like, I feel like fuck the system a lot of the time, but it doesn't make me want to fucking murder people.
Correct.
So, like, I just want to keep that all clear because, like, fuck the system, for real.
I mean, he had the right idea, but really wrong execution.
Yeah.
Like, he could have just, like, got a government job and, like, fought the system
Yeah,
that way.
become an activist and protester, peaceful protester. Like, there's...
A good cop.
Yeah. Just making the system better.
Literally anything other than what he did.
Fucking murder. Yeah. So, after this, he became a lot worse. And this is when he wanted to do something deviant, to have power.
Did he say that word, deviant?
Mm-hmm.
Of course he did.
Yeah, he's cutie. He's like,
Is that the book they gave him in the fucking prison was a dictionary?
Yeah.
And then he was, like, trying to use at least 20 of the words in this interview.
No, he actually made his own dictionary.
Go fuck me.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Like, imagine he's like writing in his little book all
I
the
would have
terms.
believed you.
No, he probably does.
There's definitely a note out there somewhere.
Of just Dennis Rader making up words and
Sparky Big Time, Big G, like all that shit.
The black hat, yeah, all the things. Yeah.
Forgot about that one.
So, obviously, at this time, he became a scout leader. I want to preface this. He was also a scout leader for young boys. And this is... That's super gay. God damn it.
It's so
getting,
gay.
It's getting
because
predator.
not only are boys in Cub Scouts fucking gay, all of the leaders, they're only there because they're gay.
Fucking pedos. He's giving pedo, 100%.
Like that, Cub Scouts should have, like, a sponsorship with the queer community because they are the biggest advocates.
But it's not even that, though, because, like, they're also 100% internalized, like, homophobic.
But those are the boys that are like, oh my god, let's build a tent and then kiss. Like, that's Cub Scouts.
They're the no homos. They're like,
the socks were on, guys, don't worry.
No homo, guys. Like, I want to kiss you for real, but, like, no homo, for real.
Kiss your bros goodnight. Like, that's Cub Scouts. Kiss your bros to protect him from the boogeyman. Like, that's Cub Scouts.
100%, yeah.
And the fact that he's a leader, that, like, times 10.
And that's the thing, though, is that he was leaders in a lot of things. He becomes the leader of the Lutheran church that he is at.
Of course.
He becomes a scout leader. He becomes, like...
the leader in prison.
I don't think
he actually owns a prison now.
He actually, like, walks outside sometimes and just fucking goes get donuts, like, whatever.
For the employees, he likes to treat them.
Yeah.
And in return, they let him go get it.
You can do a little more peeping if you want, but...
Just for the Dunkin' employees.
No. Fuck. Yeah,
Sorry, that's my bad.
Yeah, it's literally terrible, but... he wanted to have some sort of power. So being a scout leader, being a church leader, being whatever form of whatever he had, whether it was a job or, like, some sort of form of community, he tried to make it the most powerful position he possibly could and abuse that power as much as he possibly could.
I love whenever we have these videos, I go, oh, I do that.
Sarah's a serial killer?
No, I don't try and abuse the power. But I do very much enjoy being in positions of power.
I feel like a lot of people do.
Yeah, but I don't murder people. So.
No, he goes for it, though. Like, he fucking full sends.
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
And a lot of times, I don't even pick it. People are just like, yeah, then you'll work.
Like, meh, you're fine. Pfft, whatever. But that's, like, what they did to him. They weren't like, he's amazing. Like I said.
They're like, holy shit, guys, this one, That's a winner right there.
No, he eventually becomes, like, a fucking dog catcher and whatever. And they fucking are like, he's an asshole. Like, he's the biggest asshole we've ever met in our life. Like, he
took my fucking dog.
Like, we didn't think that he...
Could get worse.
We didn't think he'd be a murderer, but he's a fucking asshole. And he's a dipshit. Like, that's exactly what they were like.
Verbatim.
They were shocked he was a murderer, but they were like, yeah, he's a fucking dick. Because he fucking was. Because he was like... Because he never got to be in the position of power he really wanted.
So he was a dick until
So he was a dick. Yeah. Until he fucking found something that made him feel powerful, which was murder. So, because he was also in Scouts as a kid, too. I did say, I said that earlier, I think I said that in the last part, too, but he was a Scout, a Cub Scout, and then he also became a Scout leader, and this is where his knot tying comes in handy, and, like, because this motherfucker learned every knot in the goddamn book he possibly could, and so...
Also really gay.
Oh my god.
You're doing part 1, or part 2 of BTK, and I'm doing part 2 of proving that BTK was gay.
Proving that he's a little fruity.
That's the title, BTK gay? Question mark?
BTK's gay?
Okay. Clickbaity.
Yeah, for
Except
real.
not, because he's actually definitely gay.
He's definitely somewhere. And
he's out having Sparky big time somewhere, most likely with himself.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Ew. I forgot he's still alive and probably still does do that. Oh my god.
Definitely still does that.
Oh my god.
He still talks to fucking interviewers for fun.
Yeah, he's like, this is awesome, guys. Literally. Oh my god,
I loved it. Recently, he was like, guys, can I have some of the money?
Yeah, no.
And his daughter's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Of course we're not giving you any fucking money.
Also, what the fuck is he gonna do with it in prison?
Commissaries.
Fucking...
A fuck ton of cigarettes.
I was like, cigarettes? Oh, magazines so we can put bondage.
Have Sparky big time.
Yeah, bleh. Never give that man any money.
Don't give him anything, actually.
Yeah.
He can be... I was gonna say naked. I don't know what's worse, him having clothes or him being naked.
Having clothes is definitely
better. But
better.
then he can do weird shit with him and tie him in knots, and he would find a way.
He would.
It's the moral of that fucking story.
I bet he does with fucking bedsheets. I bet they fucking catch him all the... Like, Dennis, are you fucking kidding me right now?
I bet he wears the turtle suit.
What?
You don't know what the turtle suit is.
What the fuck is that?
It's so you don't try to kill yourself in prison without them having to take away everything.
No fucking way.
Yeah, and it looks like a turtle.
No fucking way.
It's called an anti-suicide schmuck. It's the official name for it. There's that.
They went... Oh my god, they put fucking whatever the fuck is...
Yeah, that's
Ryan
how I
Coburger
learned about
in
it.
Oh my god.
And that's all they get to wear.
Oh, 100% they have to give him that.
Like, look at how cute. I kind of like the... I like this one better than the pants.
But I like that. It's just... It looks like...
Yeah, that's all they get, is just the turtle suit. But yeah, they did put Brian Koberger in one, and that's how I learned about it. And I think it's really cool.
I have not kept
He
up
had
with
the
that.
dress one. Don't worry.
Wow, thank God.
But, like, isn't that everything?
I don't know. Like, it's there.
I really enjoy it, I think.
Why? Do you want one?
Public embarrassment?
Oh, fair. Yeah, that's kind of...
Like, that motherfucker, look at that smug face. He deserves it.
He
deserves to wear the dress. Because they wear it to court. They don't get to put on court clothes. That's what they fucking wear. The whole... Look, here's this motherfucker going to... He's wearing it. No shoes. Nothing.
Koberger didn't wear shoes?
They don't. That's all they get. They get this anti-suicide schmuck, and that's fucking it. No underwear, no shoes, no shirt,
my god!
No pants.
So when he was
his
wearing that
dick's
dress,
just hanging out.
Oh my! I bet he's got his fucking ball sweat on the chairs.
That's it. It's just that. And I really hope they get him one.
They might.
He might already have one. He might have been the first.
He has one at the interviews. He's like, yeah, guys.
He's like, do you like my new dress? I got a new color.
They gave me a green one, but I wanted the blue, so I got the blue one instead.
If I like it, I just get another color.
I don't prefer the pants. I prefer the dress because then it makes
Feels
everything
very
breathe.
free.
Yeah, it's our shit breathe.
Makes it way easier to do Sparky Big Time.
I don't want to think about that. Ew.
Can't do Sparky Big Time good in pants.
No, the amount of times we've talked about fucking Sparky Big Time.
Because it's so upsetting.
Because it's horrific.
It's
why does he do that?
because he's crazy.
I love how we haven't even gotten to the murders yet because
We're
we're there.
2.
Yeah, but we're actually here on the murder.
Oh, okay, good. Let's do it.
Let's get there. All right.
Oh my good God. Oh, that's a shadow.
What?
That was a bruise.
Oh, I see.
There's that.
Yeah, it's definitely from one.
But I thought this whole thing was
also
a bruise. Except from a patient grabbed you real hard.
Fucking probably. I don't know.
Did he bite you? And you had to just
fucking gumming on me. Okay, anywho. So, this was the Otero family. It was Joseph Otero, who was 38, Julie Otero, who was 33, Joseph Otero Jr., he went by Joey, he was 9, Josephine Josie Otero, who was 11, Charlie Otero, who was 15, Danny Otero, and Carmen Otero. I couldn't find Danny and Carmen's ages, but they were younger than Charlie Otero.
Say Otero again, so you can fuck it up one more time.
What do you mean?
You've fludged a little bit, but it's
when?
Okay. You were saying them like a tongue twister.
Otero. Is that wrong?
No, it's right, but
yeah,
you just fludged it a little bit.
Probably. I also get a lot of fucking mucus in my mouth when I like fucking talk. Or saliva, not mucus. That's gross. Saliva in my mouth when I talk.
Anyways,
this was the family though. There was only 4 who were murdered.
Oh, good. Only 4.
Well, because it's really sad. I actually didn't know about how the bodies were found until. Oh, what? You do? No. Okay. How they were found, because I watched an interview of the son talking about it. Mm-hmm. And that's how I, like my jaw to the floor. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. So, in January 15th, 1974, Dennis, I think, is either 28 or 29. I think he was 28. Yeah, he was 28. Still, because his birthday's in March, so he almost is 29. So, January 15th, 1974, Charlie, the 15-year-old son. So, Joseph Otero and Julie Otero were the parents. I'm probably going to call them Mrs. and Mr. Otero, because that's what they were.
Cool.
That's what they're referred to as.
That's
normally.
honestly better, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're usually referred to in any, like, documents or whatever. They're Mr. and Mrs. So, Charlie needed to get to school early, and Danny and Carmen, the 2 other children who were in high school, needed to go with them because they had a ride with Charlie because they go to the same school, obviously. And it was really snowy, and their dog, Lucky, was outside. So, Charlie, Danny, and Carmen all got a ride with Mr. Otero to school that day. Because obviously, Mr. Otero was not going to fucking take Charlie to school early and then come back and then take Danny and Carmen to the same fucking school. They weren't going to do that. So...
Sucks to have siblings, yo.
No, literally, like, me being the youngest sibling and having to go to school early pissed me off. So, Charlie had a test that day, and so he wanted to go in early to go to study hall and just really work hard on making sure he got his exams right. And Charlie fucking aced his exams. Fucking king shit. And Danny and Carmen,
are pissed that they have to be there so early in the morning.
Yes. But Danny and Carmen were back home before Charlie got home. So Charlie actually walked home. So it was still really snowy, and Charlie came in through the back, and they saw that their dog Lucky was outside, which is not normal, because they usually let their dog Lucky out, and then he's back in. He's a house dog.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, that's really fucking weird. He literally said that he went, like, hey, Lucky, why are you outside? And then he goes into the house.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And he went through the back door, and his mom's purse was on the counter. He called out to anybody in the house. He was like, hey, like, who's home? And that's when Danny yelled out. And Charlie went into...
What did Danny say?
He, I thought I put his quote in here, but he said something to the line of, Mom and Dad are pulling a cruel joke on us.
Oh, okay.
So he wasn't comprehending what was going on.
Okay.
So Danny was the one that found them first. I don't exactly know where Carmen was, but Danny found them.
And thought they were
like
pretending.
Yeah. And so Charlie walks
makes
in.
Makes it so much worse.
Yeah, 100%. And so Charlie goes in to where Danny is and sees Mr. and Mrs. Otero. He saw Mrs. Otero laying on the bed, beaten, and his father on the floor with a belt around his neck. He checked the phones, and the phone lines were cut. And so Charlie yelled at Danny to go to the neighbors and call the police. They were looking for the younger siblings, Joey and Josie. And because the first thing they saw was the parents, because they were in the same room. And Josie and Joey were not. So they, we don't know where they are. The police got there before they found Josie and Joey. That's when the police found Josie and Joey.
Are they twins?
No.
Okay.
Josie is 11 and Joey is 9.
Okay. I just thought because they were the ones with the J names. I digress.
But they
Damn it!
Oh my god.
I really hate when people get murdered.
Well, yeah. It's kind of fucking fair. I'll be honest. Me too, bitch. I fucking hate it also.
I really didn't think through this podcast when we had the idea.
No, you didn't. Oh, shit. Well, I am going to read,
Oh, good.
Dennis's perspective.
Yay! I can't fucking wait.
On what happens. But I'll have to, restart my computer because it's not connected to the fucking internet. And it will connect when I fucking restart it. Don't know why.
What do you need the internet for?
Because I have to get to the transcript.
Oh, it's not, in
here? No. Because
okay.
that was too much. That's too much copy and pasting, bitch. I'm just going to read it from the actual transcript.
I'm going to lay down while you restart your computer.
Well, I'm not done yet.
I thought you said you had to restart.
No, I will, but when I get there.
Okay.
I was just telling you now, so I don't actually forget that I'm going to read this transcript. So,
yay.
Yeah. So, the police get Danny, Charlie, and Carmen to the police station when the police arrive, and then that's when the police go in and look in the house. This is when they find Joey dead in his bedroom. And, really big trigger warning for this part.
I don't get to leave, though, do I?
You fucking wish, bitch. This is when they go to the basement, and they find Josie hanging from a pipe downstairs.
Like a noose?
Yep.
That's so brutal.
And in this transcript I found,
no.
I accidentally came across the crime scene photos, and you can see her body. So, this is when the police had to go to the police station and break the news that Joey and Josie were also found in the house at the time of the parents' murder. This is when, Charlie said that he felt like his heart broke for the second time. Obviously, because his parents are gone, and now his 2 other siblings are also gone. Now, Dennis is a fucking dumbass. I just want to let y'all know this. He's a fucking actual piece of shit. And he said... Yeah?
I don't know if you'll get to this later, but I have a question.
What?
Does it say, like, when they did the investigations, like, who died first?
Yeah.
And you'll get to that?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't worry. He goes into full detail about it.
Oh, right.
He actually tells about it. Yep. He'll talk about it.
I forgot that he's an attention whore.
And he's fucking stupid.
Just like, oh my god, here's everything I've ever done.
Yeah.
I forgot. Okay.
Yeah.
Yay!
Now, because this is just like police's POV right now. Because it was Charlie's POV and now it's police's POV. So, they went into the house and they noticed that the thermometer was turned really, really high. Now, Dennis...
What a crime in and of itself.
Yes, but Dennis did it because he's fucking dumb and he got his ideas. Any and all ideas he got from this murder was from, you wanna fucking guess?
No.
True Detective magazine and fiction about crimes. So not even fucking true shit. Basically like Blue Blood shit. Fucking Bones. Like that type of shit. And he's like, I heard that this will fuck with the time of death if you change the thermometer. It fucking didn't. He's just stupid. Because, yes, that can work if it's a very long amount of time, but the bodies...
It's been like an hour, probably.
Well, the bodies were found, like, immediately.
Yeah.
Like maybe a few hours after they had died. Like, that's not enough time to change the time of death. Like, he's just a fucking idiot.
So smart.
Now, the police found Josie partially clothed with semen on and around her body. In the 70s, obviously DNA testing was not available, like, at all. But they did take a swab test sample. And they did eventually, when DNA testing became more prevalent, they did actually use it.
Proactive.
I know.
Fucking first.
Fucking A for police, bitch. They
I
never
will
get that.
never get over the fucking people cleaning John Bonet's house.
And they're like, this is good.
Like, what made you think, you know what, let's clean up for the Mr. Nice police officer. What?
Now, like I said, Dennis was 28 when he killed the Otero family, and these were his first victims. Now, I am going to first read the transcript and then go farther into detail after I'm done reading it.
Or we could just stop now.
No.
No, like, forever.
Mm-mm. I don't think so, Papa. Alright, are we ready?
No.
Now, this is Dennis being arrested. He's in court, and he's talking to the judge. Now, he's in Wichita, Kansas, and...
Dude, I thought he was in fucking Florida.
Really? He's not silly. Now...
Maybe.
You're fucking gonna kill me. No, but I mean the court hearing was in Wichita. You stupid butthole. Now, the judge's name was Gregory Waller. Now...
Why did it have to be a man?
I don't know. Now, this is the start of the transcript when he's, like, doing the introduction of, like, what his charges are and things like that. So this is
like him testifying and shit.
Yep.
Okay.
And telling them the story of what went down and whatever. So, the judge says, in regards to count 1, please tell me in your own words what you did on the 15th day of January in 1974, here in Sedgwick County, Kansas. That makes you believe you are guilty of murder in the first degree. Now, here we go. Are you ready? This is between Dennis and the judge, and I will, tell you who's who and who's talking. So, Dennis says, on January 15th, 1974, I was maliciously, intentionally, and premeditation killed Joseph Otero on count 2. And then the judge says, all right, Mr. Rader, I need to find out more information. On that particular day, the 15th day of January 1974, can you tell me where you went to kill Mr. Joseph Otero? Rader, I think it's 1834 Edgemore. Judge, all right, can you tell me approximately what time of day you went there. Rader. Somewhere between 7 and 7:30 a.m. So, mind you, Joseph Otero most likely just had gotten back from taking his children to school. And so since the high school kids had gotten there early, that's why Joey and Josie were still at home, because it was not time for them to go to school yet. So the judge says, at this particular location, did you know these people? Rader. No, that. Oh my god, she fucking tooted.
I smell that.
Girl, oh my bitch. Rader. No, that's. Oh my god, he fucking can't even say words correctly.
That's so fucking bad.
I know. Rader literally goes, no, was.
It could just be the typing too.
Yeah, I fucking doubt it. He's fucking stupid, so I wouldn't even hold it against him. So that was part of my, I guess my, what'd you call, fantasy. These people were selected. The judge. All right, so you were engaged in some kind of fantasy during this period of time. Rader. Yes, sir. Judge. All right, when you use the term fantasy, is this something you were doing for your personal pleasure? Rader. It was a sexual fantasy, sir.
How can you say that? Just like so...
Casual? He talks monotone throughout this. He's very, like, matter-of-fact about it. He's like, yeah, I did this. He has no fucking remorse for what he did. So, he says, Judge, so you went to this residence, and what occurred there? Rader. Well, I had did some thinking, and about what I was going to do to either Mrs. Otero or Josephine, the Josie. And I basically broke into the house. Or I didn't break into the house, but when they came out of the house, I came in and confronted the family and went from there. Judge, you had planned this beforehand. Rader, to some degree, yes. After I got into the house, I lost control of it, but in the back of my mind, I had some idea of what I was going to do. I basically panicked that first day. So, when he's saying that when it went wrong, he'll explain what went wrong. But when it went wrong, like, he was like, oh shit, what do I do? And he's already in there, so he's kind of like, well, I just gotta fucking go through with it. He's fucking stupid. So, Judge, beforehand, did you know who was there in the house? Rader, I thought Mrs. Otero and the two younger kids from the house. I didn't realize Mr. Otero was going to be there. Judge, alright, how did you get into the house? This is fucking kills me. Rader, I came through the back door, cut the phone lines, waited at the back door, had reservations about even going or just walking away, but pretty soon the door was opened and I was in. Now, this motherfucker was gonna leave. He was so close to leaving because he saw that they had a dog and he did not account for the dog. And he was gonna leave because of Lucky, but he decided not to.
At least he didn't kill the dog.
Well, gee. I don't actually know why he didn't kill the dog. It makes no sense to me. Same with, like, Bundy and stuff. Like, they, like, have some weird thing about dogs. Or, like, Israel Keys, he refused. He wouldn't kill mothers or dogs. Or, like, children. And I was like...
I mean, I'd kill men, too, but...
No, he would kill, like, women, but not mothers or children. Well, he's fucking stupid.
I wouldn't kill anybody.
Yeah, you would.
Just you.
Now, this is, like, the saddest fucking part.
Can't wait.
Judge says, well, it's not the saddest, but, like, just the innocence of it is really sad. So, the judge says, all right, so the door opened. Was it opened for you? Rader. I think one of the kids. I think Junior. The younger. Joseph opened the door.
Joey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He probably let the dog out. The dog was in the house at this time. Fucking baby Joey went out there to let his fucking dog out. A fucking 9-year-old. To let his dog pee. Being a responsible little 9-year-old boy. And Rader's like, oh, I'm a fucking stranger. Hi. Like, fuck you, you fucking cunt. Oh my god, I fucking hate him. So he says, the judge says, alright, when you went into the house, what happened? Rader. Well, I confronted the family. I pulled a pistol. I confronted Mr. Otero and asked him that I was there, that basically I was wanted. I wanted to get the car. I was hungry, food, I was wanted. And
what?
He was an escape from prison. Like, people, like, the police wanted him.
Oh.
So there was a warrant out for his arrest. And so he was like, I was hungry, I'm a wanted man, I want your car. He was trying to make them feel safe. It was basically, like, trying to make them feel like they weren't going to get murdered.
I don't know how telling me that you're wanted would make me feel safe, but...
Well, because he was like, I'm not going to hurt you, all I want is food and your car.
Okay.
He specifically said, I'm not going to hurt you, and, like, made them feel...
Well, that's a fucking lie.
Well, clearly, they fucking figured it out. So he says, I was wanted, and asked them to lie down in the living room. At that time, I realized that wouldn't be a really good idea, so the dog was a real problem. So I asked Mr. Otero to get the dog out. Okay, bitch. Bye. I can fucking stretch out now.
I know.
Ugh. So, he said... The dog was a real problem, so I asked Mr. Otero to get the dog out, so he had one of the kids put it out. And then I took them back into the bedroom.
Sorry, I'm watching with amusement.
I know, she's fucking weird. Yeah, it's that face. Fuck it up. So, basically, as you can tell through the script, he's fucking all over the place. He doesn't know
how to speak English.
He doesn't know his ups from his fucking downs. So that's why I'm going into more, like, detail about it, because he's fucking stupid and you can't really comprehend what he's saying. You done? Or... Okay. So you can't really comprehend what he's saying because he's a fucking bumbling idiot, like I said. He is... a bumfuck idiot.
Oh my.
My foot's like falling asleep.
Same.
So, the judge says, you took who back to the bedroom? Rader says, the family, the bedroom, the 4 members. Judge, alright, what happened then? Rader, I tied them up. Judge, while still holding them at gunpoint? Rader, well, in between tying, I guess. This motherfucker stopped holding them at gunpoint to tie them up. Instead of having them each other tie themselves up, he was like...
Well, because they wouldn't have done it as good as he would.
Yeah, he's like, let me fucking...
Also, control freak.
Yeah, true. He's like, let me put this fucking gun down. Like, brother.
Here, Josie, you hold the gun at your dad while I tie your mom up.
Literally, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So, the judge says, alright, after you tied them up, what did you do? Rader says, well, they started complaining about being tied. I re-loosened their bonds a couple of times. I tried to make Mr. Otero as comfortable as I could. Apparently, he cracked a rib from a car accident, so I had him put a pillow down for his head. I'm fucking sorry?
That's not where your ribs are, buddy.
Where's your brain?
With your ribs.
Yeah, clearly fucking with Dennis's, that's for sure. God damn. He says, I think he had put a parka or a coat underneath him. They talked to me about giving me the car or money. I don't think they had very much money. And there, I realized that, I didn't have a mask on or anything. They'd already ID'd me.
What the fuck?
Yeah. He has no fucking disguise. Like, when they call him an organized, like, murderer, I'm
That's
like,
generous.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm like, are you fucking sure about
Like,
that?
imagine if he was like, hi, I'm Dennis, nice to meet you. That's what it feels like.
You might as well just give him his middle and last name, too.
He's like, here's my social in case you ever want to look me up on LinkedIn. Like,
like, here's my Insta. Like, what the fuck are you doing? He says, I made a decision to go ahead and put him down. Like, they're fucking dogs. And he said, I guess strangle him.
I guess.
Yeah. The judge says, alright, what did you do to Joseph Otero? Rader, Joseph Otero. Judge, Joseph Otero Sr., Mr. Otero, the father. Rader, I put a plastic bag over his head and then some cords and tightened it. Judge, This was in the bedroom. Rader, yes, sir. Judge, did he in fact suffocate and die as a result of this? Rader, not right away. No, sir, he didn't. Judge, what happened? Rader, well, after that, I did Mrs. Otero. I had never strangled anyone before, so I really didn't know how much pressure you had to put on a person or how long it would take, but, Judge, was she also tied up there? Rader, yes, Both their hands and their feet were tied up. Judge, where were the children? Rader, well, Josephine was on the bed and Junior was on the floor at this time. Judge, so we're talking about, first of all, about Joseph Otero. So you put the bag over his head and tied it, and he did not die right away. Can you tell me what happened in regards to Joseph Otero? Rader, he moved over real quick, and I think tore a hole in the bag, and I could tell he was having some quick problems there. But at the time, the whole family just went panicked on me, so I worked pretty quick. Judge, you worked pretty quick? What did you do? Rader, well, I strangled Mrs. Otero, and she went out, or passed out. I thought she was dead. She passed out, then I strangled Josephine. She passed out. Or I thought she was dead. And then I went over and put a bag on Junior's head. And then, if I remember right, Mrs. Otero came back. She came back and... Judge, let me ask you about Joseph Otero Sr. You indicated he had torn a hole in the bag. What did you do with him then? Rader, I put another bag over it.
Duh.
Yeah.
That's how he says it.
Yeah. Fucking idiot.
What would you do? Take the bag off?
Yeah. Either that, or I recollect I put a cloth or a t-shirt over it, over his head, and then another bag. So basically what happened is Joseph Otero, Mr. Otero, bit the bag open so he could fucking breathe. And, the Otero family was completely compliant because they thought they weren't going to get murdered. But as soon as, Dennis fucking tried to strangle Mr. Otero, they were like, fuck, we're going to die. They're going to fucking kill us. He's going to fucking kill us. So, this is when they all started struggling and, really freaking out, obviously. And also, when they talk about, when this first comes out and they talk about how, they show signs of, how Mr. and Mrs. Otero were, revived. People thought that Dennis did this on purpose.
What, revived them?
Yeah. He thought...
So he could keep going?
Yeah, they thought that Dennis was, some fucking mastermind where he fucking, strangled them and then revived them and then kept doing it over and over as, a form of torture. But the thing is, he's just stupid.
And didn't know how to kill people.
And didn't know how to fucking kill people. Fidget with that down here, girl. Not in front of the microphone, you little psycho. God. You're done. So that's what he ended up doing, though, with the bags. He ended up putting a bag, a shirt, and then another bag over their heads so that they would not suffocate. Or so that they would suffocate. So that they could just be better.
So that he could breathe better because he had asthma.
Yeah, literally has asthma. Are you kidding? So he says... I put another bag over it, either that or I recollect. I put a cloth or a t-shirt over it, over his head, then another bag. Judge, did he subsequently die? Rader, well, yes, I didn't just stay there and watch him. I was moving around the room, but... Judge, alright, so you indicated you had strangled Mrs. Otero. After you had did this, is that correct? Rader, yeah, I went back and strangled her again. So, obviously, she passed out. She revived. He fucking had to go back and kill her once he retied Mr. Otero. Rader says, yeah, I went back and strangled her again, and then that finally killed her at that time. Judge, so this is in regards to count 2. You had, first of all, put the bag over Joseph Otero's head, and he tore a hole in the bag. Then you went ahead. Did you strangle Mrs. Otero then? Rader, okay, first of all, Mr. Otero was strangled, or a bag put over his head and strangled. Then I thought he was going down. Then I went over and strangled Mrs. Otero, and I thought she was down. Then I strangled Josephine. I thought she was down. And then I went over to Junior and put a bag over his head. After that, Mrs. Otero woke back up, and, she was pretty upset.
What?
Because she's pretty upset. For some fucking reason.
I love how this is also... You got it all fucking wrong, dude. Let me tell you.
No. He's like, first of all,
yeah,
you fucking dumb bitch. This is how.
This is how it went down,
But
you
he's
idiot.
being fucking sassy. He's like, okay, first of all, like, that's literally how I needed to read it.
She was
Because
kind of upset, weirdly.
Like, for some fucking reason, she was really upset.
Not sure
that I
why,
tried to
though.
strangle her whole family.
Maybe she had a really bad day.
She must have just had a silly day. Like, she was just like, oh my goodness, what are you doing, you silly? No. He says, she was pretty upset with what's going on. So it came back, and at that point in time, strangled her with a death strangle at that time. Okay, death strangle. The fuck do you mean?
You made that up right now.
He did. He was like, perfect. Judge, with your hands. Rader, no with a cord. With a rope.
No, with my butt cheek.
With my fucking fat, juicy ass. Could you imagine?
Yes. Yes, I can.
I don't want it. I'm a very imaginative person.
So am I.
So that's 100% like in my fucking brain, bitch. So, he says, I think at this point in time, I redid Mr. Otero. I put the bag over his head, went over and took Junior. Oh, before that. Fucking all over the place. Oh, before that, she asked me to save her son. So I actually had taken the bag off. And then I was really upset at that point in time. So basically...
Why the fuck were you upset?
I don't, because nothing is going according to his plan. He
Yeah.
fucking... None of them were dying. Mr. Otero was not supposed to be there. Like, he was so fucking pissed. And, because he's fucking stupid. So, I was really upset at that point in time. So basically, when Mr. Otero was down, Mrs. Otero was down, I went ahead and took Junior, put another bag over his head, and took him to another bedroom at that time. Judge, what did you do then? Rader, I put a bag over his head, I put a cloth over his head, a t-shirt, and a bag so he couldn't tear a hole in it. And he subsequently died from that. Him and his fucking dictionary again.
I know.
Subsequently. Motherfucker doesn't use subsequently. Shut the fuck up.
It seems almost fake.
It does.
With the terrible way he talks, and then for him to use words like that.
Subsequently?
Yeah, it seems very
Yeah.
planted almost.
It's what he fucking planned how he was going to say this. 100%.
Oh yeah, he was in the mirror rehearsing
Yeah.
in his turtle costume.
God damn it. Then I went back. Josephine had woke back up. Also, the fact that these are, like, timed almost perfectly to where it was, like, Mr. Otero died, then he went over to strangle Mrs. Otero, and then Joey, and then Mrs. Otero woke back up.
Mm-hmm.
He went back, and then he fucking strangled Josephine after. Well, he strangled Mrs. Otero, then Josephine, then Joey, and then it was like Josephine stayed unconscious this entire time.
Until he was done with Joey.
Until he was done with the whole family.
Well, yeah. I'm with you.
Like, it doesn't make
It's weird.
Like, it's a very weird coincidence that, like, this had... it's so fucked up, too. Because, honestly, if she had just died, she would not have been awake from what's about to happen. Like, it would have just...
It would have been better, almost.
It just would have been more of a mercy fucking killing if he fucking knew how to fucking kill correctly. But it just sucks that, like, she woke back up. And then he decided... Because he didn't necessarily, like, know what he was going to do with them. He had thought about it. But when she woke up, he was like, perfect. I'm going to plan now what I'm going to do with her. And he did it in the most horrific way. And she's fucking 11. And she's the cutest little girl in the whole entire world. So, yeah, I just fucking hate it. So, just thinking about it is fucking horrible. Okay, so this is when Josephine wakes back up. The judge says, what did you do then? Rader, I took her to the basement and eventually hung her. Judge, you hung her in the basement? Also, the way he casually fucking says this.
And he skips over a big fucking part, too.
Yeah. Not just, like, all the things he did to her. He's like, oh, yeah,
Just took her.
yeah,
You know.
Just a bit silly. Like, the judge has to keep asking him for fucking details about it because he won't talk about it. Like, he's just like, oh, this is what I did. Like, what do you mean? What's wrong?
He's like, more.
Yeah, he's like, I need fucking details.
More
like,
passion. More passion.
more footwork. But, like, this motherfucker loves to talk, so I don't know why he's not, just reveling in this fucking moment. When he's just like, oh, yeah. Like, he's so fucking stupid. And so, he says, the judge says, you hung her in the basement. Rader, yes, sir. Judge, did you do anything else at that time? Rader, yes, I had some sexual fantasies. That was after she was hung. Judge, alright, what did you do then? Rader, I went through the house, kind of cleaned it up. It's called the right hand rule. You go from room to room and pick everything up. I think I took Mr. Otero's watch, and I guess I took a radio. I had forgotten about that, but apparently I took a radio. Judge, why did you take those things? Rader, I don't know. I have no idea. Judge, what happened then? Rader, I got the keys to the car. In fact, I had the keys, I think earlier before that, because I wanted to make sure that I had a way of getting out of the house. I cleaned the house a little bit, made sure everything was cleaned up, and left through the front door. I went over their car and then drove over to Dylan's and left the car there. And eventually I walked back to my car. All right. Judge. All right, sir. From what you just said, I take it the facts you just told me applied to all counts 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that correct? Rader. Yes, sir. Judge. Now, Mr. Rader. And then that's when he talks more about his counts and how he is guilty.
Okay, so that's it.
Yes. So that's... He doesn't go into big detail. I don't know why he doesn't go into a lot of detail about it still, because he loves talking about his fucking kills. Now, I'm going to go back all the way to before he even murdered them. This is when he does his quote-unquote prowling. Now, Dennis targeted Mrs. Otero first when he was prowling and saw her with her kid at the school. He is talking about Josie and Joey, the youngest. His plan was to kidnap Julie, Mrs. Otero, and take her to a barn he had picked out that was northwest of Wichita and hang her. So basically what he did to Josie. Now, he says that he stalked the little girl and her mother for around 2 months. After seeing them one day as he drove down the street where they lived, according to testimony heard in court, Rader told investigators that he was turned on by Mrs. Otero and Josie, stating that he was attracted, quote, this is a fucking direct quote, attracted to Hispanic-looking women, unquote. The article further quoted Rader, who told investigators that he, quote, always had sexual desire for younger women, unquote. Hence the whole fucking stalking children on school campuses.
How old was the parents?
Mr. Otero was 38 and Mrs. Otero was 33. Now, Dennis says that he was not expecting Mr. Otero to be home. He assumed that Mr. Otero would be working because, again, he stalked the entire fucking family for 2 months to learn their routine. And so he was like, he wasn't supposed to be there. And Dennis even fucking says, quote, Mr. Otero messed up the whole formula, unquote. Like, it was this big fucking crazy plot. Even though he fucked up so many times because he's fucking stupid, this motherfucker stalked them for 2 months and didn't realize they had a dog. So let's just fucking talk about that for a fucking bit. Why are you fucking stupid? And so, when Dennis did come up to the house and actually start to... When he was ready to murder them, Dennis hadn't looked over the side of the fence because there's a...
We're gonna do this again?
Fucking probably. I'm almost done.
She's like laying down too. Oh, not anymore.
I'm almost done, bitch. Can you give me a minute? And so, Dennis, like, before he got over the fucking fence, he didn't look over it. He just jumped. He was like, oh, this is a good minute. And then fucking jumped over it because he's fucking stupid. I put in quotes, typical bumbling idiot behavior. So, Dennis hadn't looked over the side of the fence, and then when he got over there, he realized there was dog prints, which he didn't think about.
Give her a second. Oh.
There's the big girl stretch. Oh, my lovey girl. Jamie, come here. Jamie, back up here. Come on. Did you miss? Come on. Come on, bitch. Come on. Jump. Good job. Now lay down. Oh, no. 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 Just be laying. Just be. Oh. Oh. There it is. There's my good girl being good. Alright. So, now Dennis has already been over the fence. And he's like,
oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's like, God damn it. But they've realized that psychopathic killers will often overfocus, and they will not stop until their main goal is completed. Which, again, I put in parentheses, aka, bitch threw all caution into the wind. Because he fucking did. He was like, oh, there's dogs that I didn't expect.
Fuck it.
No, well, fuck you guys, I guess. And so, this is when Dennis cut the phone lines. And so, Dennis says, Dennis was bragging about how the Oteros bought his lie about being wanted and on the run from the law. And he claimed over and over that he was not going to hurt them and that everything was going to be okay, just cooperate and it'll be fine. So the Oteros let him tie them up and there was no worry. But then all of a sudden Rader started strangling Mr. Otero, and that's when the children and Mrs. Otero realized they were all going to die. And so they started panicking and freaking out. As they fucking should. So that's, yeah. But Dennis really likes to act like he's, like, this big fucking cool guy. And, like, the media also kind of portrayed him as that. Because they were like, watch out for the strangler. Oh, my God, he's so scary. He fucking revives people. Like, no.
He didn't fucking mean to.
He did. It was an accident, and he didn't revive them. They just fucking woke up.
Yeah, because he was really bad at his job.
Yeah. He was really bad at what he fucking wanted to do. Fucking stupid fucking idiot. And so, Rader got a lot of his inspiration from the Clutter Killers, who were people who were murderers. And
what?
Then, I know, cray.
I thought they just got that name because it sounded cool.
Yeah, because they're actually bookkeepers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the Clutter Killers would kill, and then they would steal stuff. And so the Clutter Killers
took... Say that 10 times fast.
Clutter Killers? Clutter Killers. They're just going to turn into Clutter.
That's the best outcome of that, yeah.
Yeah. And so the Clutter Killers took a radio, and that is what Rader took when he left the Otero's home. And then the In Cold Blood Killers, they were actually another set of murderers who killed in Kansas. And I didn't really know about their story until I went to Colorado. And they had, like, their story. We went to, like, this prison museum, and so a bunch of infamous killers and things were there, and In Cold Blood were one of the murder stories. And I'm pretty sure there's a movie made about them, but there's a movie made about fucking everything, so not a fucking shocker.
I love that Dennis doesn't even know why he took the radio. He's like,
Yeah, he was like, I don't know. But he does. He fucking knows why.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to act like he got his inspiration from other people. He wants to be OG quirky serial killer. Like, LOL.
Like that guy.
Yeah.
I should watch him for serial killer tendencies, shouldn't
You
I?
should. McDonald's Triangle, bitch. Ask him if he wets the bed. Ask him if he likes to start fires. And ask him how he feels about animals.
Noted.
And so, In Cold Blood Killers were the killers that he heard on the radio when he was 14 with a girl he was driving in a car with. And that is when, 14, driving in a car with her. And that was, again, one of his very first fantasies of strangling another person, another girl. But they were both the same age at this time, so he wasn't pedophile, but he was
creepy.
Murder creepy. Yeah. He just wasn't murder creepy pedophile. And so,
like he later becomes.
Yeah. And then the In Cold Blood Killers is where he got that idea for binding his victims. And I also put get an original thought, bitch, because he has yet to have one.
Literally.
Except for Sparky Big Time, I guess. That's pretty original, if I say so myself.
And BTK. Didn't, right?
He did make that up. But
and his dictionary, he did really good on that.
Yes, cute.
He did really do that. But as far as the murdering goes, he really
didn't.
He plagiarized for fucking sure.
Yeah, he really thought he did something, and that's not true. And remember, when Dennis did this, he is fucking married. And the next year after this, he has children. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have children currently, but 1 year later, he gets a child. He has a fucking baby with this woman whom he married, and he's a murderer. And he went back home and acted as if nothing had happened, and his wife had no idea. He had just murdered an entire fucking family. The wife was like, oh, back from work. Like, he was so...
This was at 7 a.m. He probably went to his job.
Yeah.
And then went home.
Yeah,
I don't know why that felt so important to me, but, like...
He just returned to his normal life, his normal schedule. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. But the thing is that he was so numb about what he had done, his wife didn't even know. He had no reaction that his own wife, whom he lived with every single day, was like, hey, buddy, I love you. Nothing abnormal here. Just going to work. Like, he just seemed like a cranky old fucking man, even though he was 28 at this point. But, like, when he starts murdering at his older age, he's just a fucking cranky old idiot loser. And I fucking hate him. And so, then, after his murder, he realized that his fantasy world was way more important to him than his real life. As we know. Now, Catherine Ramsland, like I said earlier, she created this specific book. It's a very good book. But she created this book with the permission of the victim's family. I want to make that very clear. The victim's family are okay with this book being written. And the family created a trust in which Dennis Rader has signed away his life rights so he would make no profit off of this book. And actually, there's a trust where all these profits go to the victims' families. So, Dennis is getting fucking none of it.
So and he's very upset about it.
Oh, 100%. He fucking wants that shit. Like, big time. Now.
Sparky.
Yeah. Now, after he gets this little fucking teensy little taste of this shit, he's like, oh my god, I really like it. It makes me feel powerful.
It's like a drug.
Yeah, it is. To him. He wants to become an inspiring serial killer. And this means that he needs his next victim. And this would be...
He's already a serial killer. He's already there.
No. Technically, this would be a family annihilator.
But it's not his family.
No, it's...
I thought... Oh.
Serial killers are... You have to kill several people at different periods and not the same time. That's what makes them a serial killer. Okay. So, if anything, mass murderer. Because I think a mass murderer is 3 or more at the same time. There's a lot of different definitions, but he's a family annihilator, technically.
Either way, he's a criminal.
Fair, but he's been a criminal for a while because he breaks and enters.
Yeah. It's less.
And stocks and peeps. Like, even before the whole murdery thing, he's been a fucking criminal for... a very long, almost his whole life. Literally his whole life.
He was actually born in jail.
He was. He might as well have been. Fucking made life a lot fucking easier for everybody.
Right.
Now, I just want to say a few things about the Otero family. So, Charlie, the oldest son, likes to talk about how, like, in love his parents were. And that he, like, aspired to have that kind of love in his life. And that Mr. Otero fucking fawned after Mrs. Otero and did everything in his power to make sure that Mrs. Otero felt loved. And that is the fucking cutest thing on this earth.
Men take notes.
Yeah, literally. And Charlie also says that Joey, his little brother, he likes to say that he was a lady killer, and that he was already the most handsome little boy in the whole wide world, and that he was out to do great things. And Josie loved art and was already one of the kindest little girls in the entire world. And one last morbid thing, because I'm out here being morbid today. When Josie was being strangled, she was half conscious, and she kept asking for her mom, and she started crying. And while that was happening, he hung her, and he enjoyed watching her struggle and try to get out and scream and cry. And while she was doing all of that, he was being sexually aroused just by that. And so that is the horrific fucking endurance of what happened to the Otero family and what they had to go through. And that is the start of his terror on women, mostly, because he no longer kills children, but he will continue to terrorize the women, the young women, in Wichita, Kansas. Part 3 soon! Yeah. What she said.
I guess I'll go.
You're done!
So I'm going very much stereotypical me. I'm doing a mass shooting.
Mass shooting.
Rootin' tootin', baby.
Rootin' tootin' mass shooting. If that's not the most Texan thing that's ever fucking existed.
You're close. Oklahoma.
Oh, shit!
I'm doing the recent one, the Choctaw High School.
I don't think I really... That one was not very covered for me, I don't think.
Oh, I saw a lot of it on TikTok.
Really? I didn't.
Yeah. Choctaw is... Okay, so Choctaw is a little town outside of Oklahoma City. And also the name of one of my mom's favorite casinos. I don't know if they're in relation or not. Could be. So this took place on August 25th, so just a couple weeks ago. And this was at Choctaw High School during the third quarter of their football game against Del City High School. So, Friday Night Lights, everyone's there supporting the team, the cheerleaders are out, the football players are out during playtime. Mm-hmm. And during the final 3 minutes of the third quarter, gunshots were heard from the visitor side of the field, and crowds were seen fleeing from the stands. Lots of people have been videoing the game, and lots of people pulled out their phones to video as soon as it happened. Very Gen Z, I will say. I saw a lot of TikToks saying there's literally a shooting going on right now, and videos.
Oh my god, cray, guys.
So multiple videos showed players, fans, cheerleaders, all the people running.
So this was out in the field and not in the high school.
Or yeah, it wasn't in the high school, but it was on the by the visitors stands.
Yeah, so it was on the field.
No.
What?
The field, and then the stands are here.
So he was in the stands, shooting at the stands? Where was he? Or the shooter?
I'm just starting it.
I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Near the visitor stands. That's all you know right now.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay.
I'm listening intently.
Okay. So everyone's running from the visitor side of the stadium after at least 2 gunshots. That's what they heard. At least 2. And this is some quotes of people, their videos and stuff. You had a bang, and then a bang. Bang immediately afterwards. And he was in the band. And then the 5 to 7 went out right after we were all one after the other. I'm not sure what that means really, but and then someone said, I remember hearing someone say, oh my god, they're shooting, and that panic started to really set in, and everyone just went. Another person said, we heard the gunshots, and everybody started running, and that's a parent. This one said, we all just laid down like this, side by side, ready to run. They were coming from all over. Everyone was flooding the field. A 13-year-old said football players helped keep her safe during the chaos. A football player came and grabbed me and one of my friends and took us into the locker room. He set us down and told us, it's going to be okay, come down, you'll find your parents. The football players didn't worry about their safety. They were worrying about elderly safety, kids safety, adult safety. They would run out of the locker room after grabbing 2 or 3 kids, putting them in there, and run out and grab more people. Like, everyone was helping the other kids to make sure they got to safety. Football players were shielding cheerleaders. Cheerleaders were helping the younger kids in the bathroom. Like, it was a very, not good, but, like, it showed a good sense of, like...
Yeah. Like, camaraderie and, like, the actual good side of humanity.
Yeah. One football player took off his football gear and put him on his little brother while washing him to safety.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into the actual... Those are just, like, what was going on, like, the chaos that was happening.
Okay.
So, the only victim of this was a 16-year-old named Corday Carter, who was shot in the groin area and then later, unfortunately, succumbed to his injuries.
Did he, like, bleed out or, like, what?
I'll get to it.
Fuck, sorry, damn.
At least 4 other people sustained injuries, including a 42-year-old man who was shot in the chest and is stable. In a news conference on Monday the 28th, the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office said that the 42-year-old man was actually shot by an off-duty police officer who perceived a threat and, happened to get in the way, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
One girl was shot in her thigh, treated at a hospital and released. 2 other girls had broken wrists and a broken leg that they got from trying to leave and being, like, trampled. The 42-year-old man who was shot in the chest was transported to the trauma center. He was in surgery for most of that night, but is stable now. So, they don't believe the 16-year-old girl was the target. So, the police indicated... No. That's 2 words mixed together. The police located 2 guns and 8 rounds. And they identified the person of interest as a tall black male wearing red sweatpants. Now, there was a...
Sorry. Why does it look like that? I'm sorry. Okay. I'm okay now.
Okay. So, there was, someone said that there was an argument between 2 males, one of whom looked like the person of interest, and they believe that's what led to the shooting.
Okay, now she's good.
A witness identified a male in a gray hoodie as Bullet, and that Bullet guy approached Corday, what was his name? Corday, I thought so, before the fight and everything, and then shortly after that fight was when there were gunshots. So as of the 30th of August, I work through different days here based on the news reports because it's still kind of fresh. On the 30th, a 15-year-old boy was arrested on a second-degree murder charge, and they're also looking into the off-duty police officer charge for shooting the guy in the chest, who was an innocent man. Then, yesterday, news came out that that same 15-year-old boy, his name is Devian Hamilton, was charged as an adult for first-degree murder. Which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, wait, how old did you say he was?
15. He was charged as an adult and for first-degree murder. Which is also interesting. I know we've had this discussion before, but that seemed more like second degree because it didn't seem as premeditated.
Yeah.
It seemed like heat of the moment to me, based on the argument and the fight.
You know what it's giving? Fucking Kyle... What the fuck was his last name? Who, like...
Rotten, whatever.
Rotten piece of shit?
Yeah. It's something like that. It's Kyle
Rittenhouse.
Something like that. We know. Yes.
Yeah. That's what it's giving.
Yeah. I'm with you.
But, like, he didn't get sentenced.
But also, this is a black guy, so definitely
Period.
not an icon for MAGA people.
You're right.
Like Kyle whatever his face is.
I think it's Rittenhouse.
I think you're right.
I know.
So he was charged with first-degree murder. Charged Friday, accused of killing Corday Carter, willfully and with malice aforethought. Is that how you say that?
Malice aforethought, yeah.
Okay. What does that mean?
It means, like, premeditation.
I don't know. I don't know the whole, I know the whole story, but, I don't know his intentions, I guess.
Yeah.
But to me, it doesn't seem premeditated. But that's what they ruled. First degree. An eyewitness told the police that the victim, Corday, had been in a physical confrontation with a different guy known as Deuce. The eyewitness said Hamilton, the shooter, came from behind the victim, fumbling a black gun, and then fired it while approaching closely. So it didn't seem like he was super experienced with the gun because he was kind of fumbling it. That's another reason I think it's kind of second.
Yeah, but there's also plenty of inexperienced people with a gun.
That's true.
Who fucking kill lots of people and premeditate it.
Yeah. So they determined Hamilton is a known associate of Deuce.
Deuce.
And police confirmed from video surveillance that Hamilton was at the game because he was treated for a head injury in the weight room at the high school. And he identified himself to firefighters during that treatment. He was, no longer, but was a student in the Middale School District, but he was not attending at the time of the shooting. He was arrested August 30th, and the suspect's arraignment will be tomorrow, tomorrow the 13th. It's after midnight. I got messed up. Tomorrow, September 13th, for his, charges.
Shit.
Yeah.
So it was confirmed that he is the shooter.
Yeah, he, they saw in the video surveillance what he was wearing, and it matched with, the witnesses, and, I'm trying to think of how they actually, I read it, trying to think of how they actually, got to
Pinpoint
him.
it?
Yeah. I think it was, I'm trying to think of, how I want to say this. Someone ratted him out. They got one of the Deuce or the other guy, and they ratted him out.
Fucking snitches. Just kidding.
Originally, they weren't releasing his name because he is only 15, but then they charged him as an adult. So
and then
they were like,
too fucking bad, idiot.
Yeah. So he's gonna be in jail for a while.
Yeah, to make sure he gets charged with
the sentencing will be the important part. God. He's already charged.
My brain is broken.
I know. I'm struggling a bit too. So, with that, obviously more to come. That'll be
Update you.
news.
Update
Yeah.
moment.
Later, once we find out what his sentencing
So you're a
is.
fucking liar about how it's just a little bit closer. No, it doesn't.
Well, he's caught at least.
Yeah, but like,
And we
Who
know who it
knows?
is. It's not unsolved.
yeah, but who knows what?
I thought about doing an unsolved.
Because you always do them. I'm like, fucking pissed. I hate unsolved sometimes. It just makes, it's not satisfying at all. Because nothing gets fixed. Like, there's no closure, there's no nothing. And I can't even imagine how, like, the families would feel.
I think I know the next one I might do, though. But it's solved, don't worry.
I know the next one I'm gonna do.
Part 200.
Yeah, part 200 of BTK. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, I will update you guys when we hear more tomorrow, I guess. But you won't hear till a couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
Yeah. With that, any final words? Anyone? Barbie? Got anything to say?
Barbs. Wake up, bitch. You've been fucking growling at us all day.
We can bother you now, Bibs. Any words?
Say something good. Say something to the people. Okay. Give you something. Give us something. Okay.
Well, she's not enticed to speak.
And are so clammy. Fucking.
Say goodbye to Barbie. She will not be in future recordings.
No.
This was a shit show. But she's so good.
She peed so much. I don't know why.
It's all the milk in those udders.
Fucking titters. Poor baby.
With that, I think that's all. So, bye!